compulsive, compulsive with a stress on the second syllable. This means something is done without control. It's hard to stop yourself. Compulsive. Sin Chakakbat, Mainland Brooklyn Day. Hi everyone, my name's Brooklyn. This is one phone, 2 hours, no peace. It's a modern story about Lan, how she was glued to her phone, and how a break from her phone helped her rediscover real connection. This story has a lot of fun and useful vocabulary and phrases, so make sure to stick to the end. And don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Okay, let's get into it. Lan was a young woman living in Ho Chi Minh City, busy with work and a full social life. She loved staying connected through her phone, chatting with friends, scrolling through photos, and watching funny videos. At first, her screen time was just a little every day. Screen time is just the amount of time throughout the day spent on a screen, whether that is on a phone, computer, or TV. Screen time. But slowly it began to grow. She didn't notice how much time she spent staring at her screen. One evening, after a long day at the office, Lan sat down on her sofa. She picked up her phone to check a quick message, but soon she was watching video clips, reading news stories, and liking posts on social media. She was completely caught up in the moment, and before she knew it, 2 hours had passed. If you're caught up in the moment, you're so focused on what you are doing that you lose track of time or your surroundings. Caught up in the moment. Time flew by so fast that Lan almost forgot to eat dinner. This wasn't a one-time thing. Every evening, Lan found herself spending more and more time glued to her phone. Sometimes she even woke up early to scroll through messages before starting her day. Her friends noticed that she wasn't as present during conversations. If you are present, that means you are there. You're giving your full attention to your surroundings, to what's at hand. You're not distracted by other things. Being present is a good thing. Even when sitting together, she would often glance at her phone. At work, Lan struggled to focus. The constant buzzing of notifications distracted her, and she felt overstimulated by the non-stop flow of information. Overstimulated. Overstimulated. This has an emphasis on the third syllable. This is the state of being mentally or emotionally overwhelmed by too much input. There's so much going on and you can't focus. Overstimulated. Her mind was tired, but she couldn't stop checking her phone. It had become a compulsive habit. Compulsive. Compulsive with a stress on the second syllable. This means something is done without control. It's hard to stop yourself. Compulsive. Even when there was no new message, she would unlock her phone and scroll out of temptation. 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 With a stress on the second syllable, the te. It's the desire to do something, especially something unwise. Temptation. Her family also felt the effects. Lon's younger sister tried to talk with her on the phone, but Lon often didn't answer right away because she was too busy looking at social media. Her mother complained that Lon seemed distant and distracted during family dinners. Distracted. Distracted, with an emphasis on the second syllable. If you're distracted, something is taking away your attention from what you were previously paying attention to. Distracted. Lon was aware of this, but breaking the habit was hard. One day, Lon realized that she had been neglecting important parts of her life. She hadn't gone for a walk in weeks, stopped painting, a hobby she loved, and hadn't seen her close friends in a long time. The feeling of isolation grew stronger. Isolation, with the emphasis on the third syllable. Isolation. To be isolated is to be separated from others. You are alone, and there's something making it difficult to be around people. Isolated or isolation. Despite being constantly connected online, she felt alone. Lon knew she had to do something. She decided to take a break from her phone and planned to go off the grid for the weekend. Being off the grid is being disconnected from the internet or mobile phone signals. Off the grid. At first, the idea scared her. What if she missed something important? What if she felt bored? But she felt the need to regain control. On the first day without her phone, Lon felt restless. She wanted to check social media, but she resisted. The silence was strange and unfamiliar. But soon she started noticing things she had missed before. The sound of birds outside her window, the warm sunshine on her face, the smell of fresh coffee in her kitchen. Without constant distractions, Lon spent more time talking with her family. She shared stories with her mother and laughed with her sister. She even found time to paint again. These moments made her feel connected and happy in a way that no screen could replace. During this quiet weekend, Lon took time for reevaluation. Reevaluation, with a stress on the fifth syllable. Reevaluation. So to evaluate is to think about and consider something, and to reevaluate is just to evaluate again. She thought deeply about her habits and what truly mattered. She realized that her phone was a useful tool, but that too much screen time was harming her peace of mind and relationships. She wanted to change. When the weekend ended, Lon returned to her phone, but with new rules. She limited herself to specific times for social media and turned off notifications. When the weekend ended, Lon returned to her phone, but with new rules. She limited herself to specific times for social media and turned off most notifications. She set reminders to take breaks and focused on spending more quality time with people around her. It wasn't easy at first. The temptation to check was strong, but she stayed committed. Slowly, Lon noticed positive changes. She felt less stressed and more present. She reconnected with old friends, enjoyed her hobbies again, and improved her focus at work. Her relationships with family also grew stronger. Lon's story is a reminder of how easy it is to get lost in the digital world. Phones and social media offer many benefits, but too much can lead to overstimulation, loneliness, and neglect of what really matters. Neglect with an emphasis on the second syllable. This means to fail to care for something properly. Neglect. Sometimes taking time off the grid can help restore balance and bring real peace. Lon still uses her phone every day, but now she controls it, not the other way around. She knows that being truly connected means more than just tapping a screen. It means being present with the people and moments that make life meaningful. The end. What's the most helpful word you've learned from this story? Let me know down in the comments. Okay, thank you guys for listening. That's all for today. Goodbye for now, and I'll see you in the next video.